we are going to discuss about the JSA for hot tapping work. Guys, this video is made for educational purpose, not intended for advertisement of any company. Also, there is no copy. How JSA develops, we can see in the next video in the JSA development procedures. Here, we will go directly to the JSA. This JSA and this JSA and template is just an example for Aramco project. You have to get a specific form from the plant operation to prepare the JSA. All Aramco plants have their separate JSA form. You can also prepare it on another project company. Okay, so as you can see here, this job safety analysis sheet, that will be similar like this table also. There will be a minor changing only. Okay, so you can see here, it's like a job safety analysis sheet. Okay, so here prepared by, so this JSA is prepared by involving the several personnel here like field engineers, safety supervisors, construction managers, safety managers, and all the things. So all the people who are involved in developing the JSA, their name will be written here. Okay, and then the date, and then here you can see descriptions like hot JSA for hot tapping work, for the number of hot tapping. So all the hot tappings, there is a number. So you have to obtain that number and you have to mention here. Okay, so all the hot tapping, there will be a separate JSA. Okay, one JSA cannot be prepared for the several hot tapping one. Okay, here you can write the JSA number. You can generate your own JSA number, and if there is a revision, you can make it revision 1, revision 2, revision 3. You can mention here. Okay, and then the date. Okay, then reviewer and all the people name will be here. Okay, then some references I have given here, like so the Aramco engineering procedure, and here you have to mention all the references. Okay, with including the chapter and page number. Okay, this is just an example I have given here. Okay, then so the Aramco construction safety manual, you have to mention this all the things also here, and then your company, like your company name you can write here, and then references of your company CSS, VHIP, RPN, and environmental management plan, and the safety requirement. This is just few things I have mentioned here. You have to mention all the things which will be required for the hot tapping work. Okay, so you can see here now, this is just a table which I have prepared, so you can change it, and or you can use the form which will be provided to you from the plant operation. Okay, so you can see here that will be similar also, same like this also. So guys, you no need to copy the same words and same things here. You can change your wording, you can change your paragraph, and you can add and you can reduce also as per your CSM requirement or as per your CSSP requirement and references. Okay, this is just for educational purpose I have prepared it. Okay, so you can see here, obtain work permit, conduct a joint site inspection. Joint site inspection is very important for the brownfield work, and of course for the hot tapping work there should be joint site inspection. Okay, and all the people should be familiar for the project. Okay, so you can see here, make sure all employees have attended proper safety induction from the Saudi Aramco and your company internal safety inductions. All people must be fully familiar with the site safety requirement and enforcement requirement to wear hard hat safety shoes and safety glasses, FRCs, and other appropriate PPE for the site condition, like if there is a work near the electrical line or in the substation in the area, so there will be arc-rated clothing requirement. Okay, the permit issuers and issuer will conduct a joint site inspection to discuss the hazard and precautions required to the conducting the job. Okay, so a toolbox meeting should be conducted every day and every time, even every before every task. Okay, prior to using, all vehicles shall be duly inspected and maintained according to the Saudi Aramco requirement or according to your plant procedures. Okay, so unloading of materials. Okay, so you can see here everything I have mentioned here in the detail. I don't think you need to mention any other things. Nothing is remaining here. Okay, so the Aramco rigor 1 only required for the hot tapping work. Okay, because that is pressurized line, and other rigor 2 or rigor 3 will not be able to work on the pressurized line near the pressurized line until 10 meter. Okay, so you have to arrange Aramco certified rigor 1 for that work. Okay, crane operator, all the things mentioned here clearly. The location where lifting activity are carried out should be properly barricaded and appropriate signboard should be placed. These all the things you can study here. You can study GI 7.025 for Saudi Aramco heavy equipment safety requirement also. Okay, then here I have mentioned here excavation deeper than 1.2 meters. Of course, there is excavated area if the hot tapping will be underground. Okay, so you have to check it. If there is a underground pipings and then there is excavation, then only you have to mention this excavation, or otherwise not required this one. Okay, so here you can see all the things, showing slopings and all the things should be properly done. Then fitting joint of piping support using crane. So this is the lifting requirement. Okay, there will be several lifting activities in the hot tapping work, guys. I'm going to prepare one video for the site engineer, supervisor and safety personnel, safety managers, that what will be their responsibility and how they will work for the hot tapping activities from the starting to the end. Okay, so in my next video you can see it clear. So you can see here grinding, welding and fitting works. Okay, so it's a very risky job, especially during welding and grinding, so you have to be very careful during hot tapping work, and you have to mention all the things here one by one. Okay, hot tapping permit should be obtained prior to start any activities like grinding, hot work. Okay, so grinding machine must be deadman switch. All these are the Aramco requirement mentioned here. Okay, only UL rated fire extinguishers is accepted in Saudi Aramco project. Okay, all the seawash, sample point, drain point and catch basins within 23 meters from the work area shall be isolated, plugged and covered by the flame proof fire blankets and all the things. Okay, these are all the things here I have mentioned here. Cable extension need must be 2 meters at least from the height so that it will not fall. There is a stop work authority shall be implemented. This is very important, guys. Okay, so you must mention here in the JSA so that the construction team, they can understand the importance of stop work authorities. Okay, so you can see here stop work authority shall be implemented for the condition or behavior that threaten danger or imminent danger to the persons. Like example I have given here, like alarm, changing in the condition, change it to the scope of work plan, emergency equipment used properly, lack of knowledge, near miss incident and unsafe conditions. Okay, all personnel working for the projects are responsible to stop the work. They have to utilize the authority for stopping the work if they find anything from here mentioned here. Okay, then I mentioned here scaffolding erections also. Of course, if there is a hot typing work, there is a scaffolding work also. I don't think there is no scaffolding, so you have to mention this, all the things, scaffolding requirement. This is in very short also, not very too much long. Okay, then hot tapping preparation after the welding and split welding and all the things. Then there will be a preparation for hot tapping. Hot tapping team will come and all the things will be required to manage. Okay, so you can study one by one here. Okay, mostly firewatch from should be from the operation team. Okay, for the hot tapping work, so it's better. Okay, you can see here no welding on pressurizing with zero flow rate. Okay, because if there is a zero flow rate, the heat will generate and there could be a chances for explosion. Okay, so these minor things should be keeping in the mind and mention here also. You can see here all the things mentioned here. Tool must be inspected. Okay, hot tap shall be performed by Saudi Aramco specialist qualified workmen shall be engaged. So only for the Saudi Aramco project, mostly Saudi Aramco personnel are dedicated for the hot tapping work. So the plant operation and your SAPMTs and operation team, they will contact and they know the procedure, so they will be the one only authorized to do the hot tapping drilling work and hot tapping stoppling work and hot tapping o-ring installation and all the things work should be under their supervision. Okay, hot tapping machine installation, there is a mostly I have seen the tailing rifting is required for the installation of hot tapping machine. So you guys must ensure that the crane operator which you are hiring, they have having the certification for the tailing and tandem lifting. Otherwise, at the same time, I have faced many problems that we were unaware, and then suddenly when hot tapping unit, hot tap personnel, or hot tap specialized people, they arrived, then they asked to do the tailing for making the straight. So there was no certification for the tailing for the crane operator. So we face problems. So you make sure if you are going to use a crane in the Saudi Aramco facilities, and if there is a hot tapping work, so in their certificate there must be mentioned tailing and tandem lifting in their certificate. Okay. So everything I have mentioned here. Okay, you can see each hydro testing. Even after the split T welding, there is a hydro test. After the machine installation, there is a hydro test. So hydro test requirement is there. Okay. So this is just few line I have mentioned here, which is enough. I don't think there is any issue. And previously we have prepared many JSS and was approved from the proponent and all the team. Okay. So you can mention like two big JSA is also not good. It's not considered a good JSA. So JSA should be in the short, but everything should be covered there. Okay. The main basic things should be covered here. Okay. Then hot tapping machine here. Okay. Here this is the very important thing, guys. Loss of coupons. Okay. So you know, if you are drilling and if there is a coupon breakdown, and then if it's passing the line, then it will be a problem. Okay. So you have to take preventive measures like welding of stiffener plates before drilling, so that will increase the integrity of the pipe, and which will prevent the breaking the cut piece, and can come and it will help the coupons to come out clearly safe. Okay. So this red here, it means this was the revision, so that's why I mentioned red. And then this is important thing also, that's why I have make it red. Okay. I have mentioned here stoppling also. So in on the all hot tapping there is no stoppling. For the stoppling there is a different scope. For the hot tapping there is a different scope. I mean, there is a hot tap. So in the all hot tap there is no stoppling work, but in some hot tapping there is a stoppling work. Okay. So what you have to do, you have to check if there is a stoppling installation, then you have to mention here in the JSA. If there is no stoppling, then no need to mention here stoppling. Same with the O-ring also. Like if the hot tapping is just for bypassing and then temporary, and after that it will be covered, then O-ring installation shall be required. But if there is a hot tap and after that there is a connection with the valve and pipe, then it's not required to install O-ring. So you can remove this. Okay. Then I have mentioned here working in the weathers and this basic requirement. Okay. Then one column I have mentioned here for the pandemics. So you can write also if there is a pandemic. If no, we can remove it. Then closing of activity, you can increase it, and you can mention some more things if you like, or otherwise I don't think there is any missing things here. Okay. In some of the plants there is a form also at the end, and that need to be filled. So if you see that form, then also fill it. I think that is only by reviewer names and signatures, or if there is a minor changing. So for such revision, you can use that form if there is in the plant operation. Okay. Thank you very much.